Alright, no cap. The gaming world is in a three-ring circus right now. We've got Epic's Games delaying a hype Fortnite feature for the third time, basically telling the creative community to kick rocks until 2026. We've got a game that was in development for a decade, Lost Soul aside, that finally launched and immediately face planted on PC. The gaming world is in a three-ring circus right now. We've got Epic Games delaying a hype Fortnite feature for the third time, basically telling the creative community to kick rocks until 2026. We've got a game that was in development for a decade, Lost Soul aside, that finally launched and immediately face planted on PC with a storm of performance issues. But on the flip side, we've got a massive rumor that basically confirms Injustice 3 is finally happening, and the legendary dev behind Doom are secretly cooking up a brand new shooter. So I gotta ask, what are they doing? Today, we're breaking it all down. We're diving into the endless delays, the disastrous launches, the secret projects, and the rumors that have the whole community buzzing. This is a wild one, fam. Let's start with the biggest L of the week, and it's a tough one for the Fortnite creative squad. The custom weapon feature for the Unreal editor for Fortnite that we've all been waiting for. The one that was gonna let creators make their own unique guns and completely change the game for custom maps. Yeah, well, Epic Games just delayed it again for the third time. No cap, this is getting out of pocket. According to the prominent leaker Hypex, custom weapons, which were originally supposed to drop in late 2024, have been pushed to sometime to 2025, or now delayed until early 2026. Fam, that's not a delay. That's a whole different console generation. And it's not just the weapons. Custom items and the new physics engine have also been kicked down the road to an unspecified date in late 2025. And the timing of this is just a slap in the face. We're in the middle of Chapter 6, Season 4. We're getting all this new content in the main battle royale, like the Precision Airstrike and the Hammerhead Chopper. We've got the One Punch Man crossover, but the creative community, the people who keep the game alive with fresh content, are getting left in the dust. The fan reaction has been exactly what you'd expect, a whole lot of frustration, with some people suggesting the feature might never actually come out. Epic hasn't even made an official statement on it, which just makes it worse. For a company that's built its empire on community engagement, this is a massive fumble. And it kind of makes sense to me because I can see them not wanting this to really come out, because if you money that they're making off of selling skins in the shop and stuff for guns and stuff, like I know people are buying like actual character skins. They're definitely buying weapon skins and everything as well. I don't play as much as I used to, but I can see that being a conflict of interest. Speaking of fumbles, let's talk about Lost Soul aside. This is a game that's been in the works since 2014, a decade, fam. It started as a solo project by a dude named Yang Bing, got picked up by Sony, and built up a ton of hype for its slick, fast-paced combat that looks like a mix of Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy. After a delay from May to August, the devs said they needed more time to deliver a high-quality game experience. And I'm gonna say, well, it is definitely a quality something. I talked about this game before. I was looking forward to it, and man, the voice acting is rough, and the combat is unique. I'd play it, but I don't know, man. This is not a Game of the Year contender. Well, the game officially launched on August 29th, and for PC players, high quality is not the word I'd use. The game is getting absolutely cooked on Steam, sitting at a mixed rating with 41% of reviews being negative. And it's all because of performance. We're talking about camera stutters, sudden FPS drops, and visual bugs that are making the game a mess to play. And this is a critical part. Everyone agrees the core game is fire. The combat is sick. The graphics are beautiful, but the PC port is just busted. It's like having a Lamborghini with a flat tire. And to add insult to injury, they're charging a full $70 for it, which has a lot of reviewers saying it should have been closer to $40. The player count on Steam barely broke 3,000 on its launch day, which is a terrible sign. Now, to be fair, PlayStation version seems to be doing much better with a solid 4.11 out of 5. The devs are also responding to negative reviews and have already dropped the day one patch, but it doesn't seem to have fixed the core issues. This is a classic case of great idea fumbled by poor technical launch. It's a shame to see a decade-long passion project stumble this hard right out of the gate. Alright fam, I gotta know what you think. Is a bad PC port at launch unforgivable in 2025, or are you willing to give devs time to fix it? Let me know in the comments. My thoughts are, you can barely run Cyberpunk at 4K, 60 frames per second, still in 2025 with a 5070. So, yeah. PC is, I don't know if they'll ever optimize games for PC proper. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Don't let these PC Master Race people tell you. And I have a 2080 Ti right now, and I'm thinking about upgrading. And I was looking into it, and I was checking the specs. You can barely run, like you can run Cyberpunk with a 5070 at 4K at 55 frames per second. It's crazy. That game still isn't optimized to where you can run it fully. It's been like, what, 5-6 years since that game came out? And then we've had two generations of new graphics cards, and it still can't run at 60 frames per second? Crazy. Let's get to some news that might actually be a W. For years, we've been hearing whispers and rumors about Injustice 3. We got the first game in 2013, the sequel in 2017, and since then, radio silence. Well fam, the rumor mill just went into overdrive, and it looks like the third entry might finally be in the works. According to two separate reports that surfaced on August 23rd, two of the series' most iconic voice actors have been letting it slip at fan conventions. We're talking about George Newbern, the voice of Superman in both Injustice games, and the legendary Phil Lamar, who voices Aquaman and Green Lantern. Both of them have allegedly told fans that they are currently working on Injustice 3. They probably gonna catch some slack for that. Now, we gotta be critical but fair. This is still a rumor. There is no video or audio, just fan accounts on social media. But this adds a whole lot of fuel to the fire. They've been burning for a long time. We had the Joker tease in Mortal Kombat 11 back in 2020. We had Ed Boon being super cryptic about it, saying he wished he could talk about it. And after Mortal Kombat 1 launched, he said development on the next Injustice would have to wait until after they was done. And with how it fared and how that game crashed and burned, I could bet they're working on this. Well, it's been a minute since MK1 dropped. The timing feels right. If this is true, it's huge news for fighting game fans and the DC faithful. Let's get it. Yo, real talk fam, before we get into the next segment, I gotta show some love to the community. You guys are the reason I can keep doing this, no cap. And if you want to support the channel and help me keep making these videos, consider joining the SeemlyTuber Media Squad for as little as $5 a month. You can become a channel member, you'll get some sick emotes to flex in the comments, you get a special badge to show everyone you're a real one, and you'll get a shout out in my videos. For real, your support helps keep the content coming and keeps me on this grind. So if you're feeling it, hit that join button below and become part of the squad. Much love fam. Now, back to the heat. This next one is pure uncut hype for the FPS squad. We all know ID Software, the legends who gave us Doom. Their latest game, Doom the Dark Ages, just dropped back in May, and they haven't officially announced what's next, but it looks like they're not taking a break. A new job listing has surfaced for a lead gameplay feature programmer for an unannounced video game project at ID Software. And the key detail, the listing specifically asks for experience with FPS games. This is as close to a confirmation as we're gonna get that the masters of the genre are already deep into their next shooter. The listing also suggests the new game is being built on their in-house engine ID Tech, which is no surprise. These guys are technical wizards who always push the boundaries. Now, what could it be? We did see a potential Quake 6 teaser during the Xbox Developer Direct back in January, but that came from Machine Games, not ID. So this could be something completely new, or it could be a return to another classic franchise. Whatever it is, the fact that ID Software is hiring for a new FPS is a massive W for all of us. Finally, a quick heads up for the PC fam. With all the hype building around Battlefield 6 and its record-breaking open beta, EA has officially dropped the updated PC system requirements. And no cap, you're gonna need some serious hardware to run this thing on max. Minimum, you'll need a RTX 2060 or RX 5600 XT, paired with a Core i5 8400 or Ryzen 5 2600 and 16 gigabytes of RAM. Recommended for optimal experience, they're recommending an RTX 3060 Ti or an RX 6700 X with a Core i7 10700 or a Ryzen 7 3700X and 16 gigabytes of RAM. And for the Ultra, and if you're trying to run this thing at 4K 60 frames per second or 44p 144 frames per second, you better be ready to open your wallet. They're calling for an RTX 4080 or a RX 7900 XTX, a Core i9 12900K or a Ryzen 7 7800 X3D, and a whopping 32 gigabits of RAM. These specs are mostly the same as what we saw for the beta, but now we have the official Ultra preset details. So if you're running the beta smoothly, you should be good for the full launch on October 10th. But if you're looking to push the game to its limits, you might need to start thinking about an upgrade. So there it is, fam. Fortnite is making its creative community wait until the next Ice Age. Lost Soul aside, dropping the ball on its PC launch. We might finally be getting the Injustice sequel we deserve. The Doom gods are working on their next masterpiece, and you might need to sell a kidney to run Battlefield 6 on Ultra. What a week of fumbles and hype, but that's my take. I want to know what you guys think. Drop a comment below. Let me know story got you the most heated or the most hype. Hit that like button if you're feeling the vibe. And definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next breakdown. You know the drill. Follow me on Twitter or X, whatever you like to call it, and join the squad. Much love. SeemlyTuber out. Peace.